A large block in Midtown, vacant since a 6-alarm fire destroyed the former Downtown Motor Inn, is set to be redeveloped into an 8-story condominium tower by businessmen Grant Willoughby and John Ridley. Willoughby and architect Rand Elliott visited with the Oklahoma Steve Lackmeyer on Monday about the project and their efforts to complement both the new and the old of the surrounding neighborhoods of Midtown and Heritage Hills.
We started a little over 4 years ago doing residential spec projects in the Nichols Hills area. 2 years ago, we started segueing over into the commercial world, and we've just seen a trend in the urban core. A lot more density, a lot more people wanting to move downtown, and this project presented itself as just the perfect way to segue into the market. It is a 70,000 square foot building, give or take, 8 stories. It started out at about 41 units, averaging 1,400 square feet. The cool thing about it, though, is it's completely modifiable. So we kind of plan that we're going to end up more around the 25 unit range. The name is the Elliott. It's named after my late grandparents who were instrumental in me getting my start.
One of the things that was so impressive about Grant and John's sort of wish for this building was that they really felt like it was important to be sensitive to the existing neighborhood. This is, again, one of those very interesting things. Villa Theresa is there. There are a number of brick buildings, but there's also a series of 13 to 15-story buildings in and around the area with the hospital there and other things going on. And so we felt like that this was an important building to transition between a neighborhood quality and a higher density, if you will. And so really a wonderful experience that we've had together thinking about how we could make this project be one of each. It could be partially a neighborhood fit and partially a modern building that really does relate to downtown. And when you look at the exterior, the glass side really fronts the downtown view, the masonry side really fronts the neighborhood view. And we did that on purpose to really make it work. We've got these wonderful pop-outs that are similar to a bay window for the buildings that give you a really nice sense of a view off into the distance. Surrounding the building on the site, we have wonderful intimate spaces. These are not gigantic spaces. That was done intentionally. They are small and intimate so that there could be a series of outdoor rooms. Steve?
This is coming in off of the parking garage, 2-story detached parking garage. You come down this corridor and you've got a 2-sided fireplace. So from the outside in the courtyard, you have this wonderful fire, and then it passes straight through into what we'll see in a minute, the lobby library.
And then on the ground level, there are opportunities to have some private outdoor spaces.
Yeah, this is pretty interesting. If you're on the first floor, you can almost have a true walk-up townhome feel where you're going to come out of your unit, have your own private patio and your own green space in a building of this size.
I think the thing we've liked so much about this is the reality of a small space rather than a big space. The intimacy of it, small room size things, we think that's going to be a really wonderful pleasure to be in the outdoor space.
The most unique features of this entire development is the fact that we're going to offer a full-service concierge. This is where the concierge desk will be. See where you come in. We wanted it to feel not so much like a lobby, but a place that people want to come and hang out and have a drink or read the paper. And so we thought, why don't we make this more like a library?
We had this wonderful conversation about how do we get this lobby to be a place where the residents hang out and enjoy one another and socialize. And so we came up with an idea called a curated table. And the idea with this single table is that on an ongoing basis, instead of it being the same thing all the time, that every quarter or something, another installation or art exhibit or something would happen on this table.
This is one of the south-facing units. It'll have floor-to-ceiling, 12-foot ceilings, all floor-to-ceiling glass, large format tile, high-end appliances, really infinite possibilities for design and layout. Pre-sales are going to start in October. We're slated to start construction late Q1 next year, looking at March.